Here's a review for finding volume of prisms. That's rectangular prisms and triangular prisms and cylinders. So let's practice it together. So these are formula based, so I need to know the formula. So for a volume here, it's length times width times height. So that means each dimension we're going to multiply together. The order doesn't matter. So we're going to go 2 times 4 times 12. You can use your calculator, or know what 12 times 8 is. And then for volume, we're going to write down inches cubed. All right, now's your chance. Can you find the volume of this rectangular prism? So again, this is the formula. Each dimension we're going to multiply together. So 10 by 10 by 11. And then make sure you have the letters and cubed. Number 3. Again, find the dimensions here, and for the volume of a rectangular prism, you multiply each dimension together. So 4 times 4 times 10, order doesn't matter. If you need a calculator, you can do it. And make sure you include the letters and you cube it. So again, a rectangular prism, multiply each dimension together. There's 3 of them. So 8 times 12 times 10. And then you can use a calculator if you need to. And then make sure you have the letters and it's cubed for volume. All right, so that's a rectangular prism. That's the easiest scenario. This is called a triangle prism because the bases are triangles. So for that volume, I need to know the area of one base of this. So the base is a triangle, and so the formula for a triangle is half. So just look at this triangle and what makes the L. That's the base and the height. So the two numbers are 3 and 4. So if I multiply that together, I get 6. And the other number I need to know is the height of the prism. That's, you look at the two triangles and what's the distance between the two triangles. And that number is 2, and then the volume is to multiply those together. So it's the area of the base times the height. So in this case, it's 6 times 2. And make sure you write down the letter meters and cubed. Number 6. So again, I need to find the area of one base. So that's the triangle again. Look at what makes the L. That's 4 and 3 again. And then the height of it, what's the distance between the two triangles? It's 1. So the volume is to multiply those two numbers together, and then the letters, and then it's cubed. Again, we're looking for that makes the L there, right? That 90 degrees. That gives me the base and the height of it. So a triangle is half the base times the height. And then the height of the prism is the distance between the two triangles. We got a little blurry here. If we can bring it back. So 6 is the distance between the two triangles. Then the volume is to multiply those numbers together. And then we use the unit, and it's cubed when it's volume. Here again, the area of a base is a triangle. So half, and it's 6 times 8. And then the distance between the two triangles is 3. And then the volume is to multiply those two numbers together. And then it's meters cubed. Turn the page. So now the last one is cylinders. So for a cylinder, we go pi r squared. That's the area of one base, the circle, times the height. So there's 2 things I need to know. I need to know the radius. That's the distance from the middle to the edge. That's 11. And I need to know the height again. That's the distance between the circles, which is 12. And then we're going to use this formula in our calculator. So pi r squared times 12. All right, I need a calculator too for this one. So where did my calculator go? Here we go. Let's calculate together. You can have your calculator. And I get, see if I can read it, my eyes, 4,560. I'm going to round it to 62. And again, we're going to call it centimeters cubed. So I need to know the radius, that's 6. I need to know the height, that's 7. And then the formula. So it's pi r squared times 7. That's it. And I round to 792. And again, for volume, that's kilometers cubed. Number 11, 14 goes all the way across. So the radius goes halfway there. So I take that number and divide it by 2 for the radius. The height, the distance between the circles, is 5. And then the formula is pi r squared times 5. And that rounds to 770. And that's meters cubed. The radius here is 5. The distance between the circles is 5. So the formula is pi r squared times the height. And it rounds to 393. That's inches cubed. Number 13. 14, 15. This is just a mix, so to review at the end. So each one we kind of practice 4 at a time. Now for each shape, can you do it? So what is this? A rectangular prism. How do you find the volume? So you multiply each dimension together. Order doesn't matter. So 6 times 7 times 10, and then you multiply it all together. Make sure you include the unit, the letters, and it's cubed for volume. What's this? This is a triangular. So I need to find the area of the triangle. So just the triangle, the base is 11, and just the triangle on the bottom, the height is 4.9. Then the distance between the triangles is 10, and then the formula is to multiply that together. So it's 1/2 times 11 times 4.9 times 10. Multiply it together. And I get 269.5. And that's yards cubed. 2 more. Number 15. What shape is this? This is a cylinder. For a cylinder, I need to know the radius. That's halfway there. This is all the way across. So I divide 10 by 2, so halfway there would be 5. The distance between the circles is 6, and then the volume is pi r squared times 6, and then use your calculator. And I get 471. And that is centimeters cubed. 16, last one. What is this shape? Rectangular prism. How do you find the area, volume of it? Multiply each dimension together. That's 7 times 11 times 4. That's 308. And that's meters cubed at the end. All right, great job practicing volume. Good luck on the quiz.